So, the really weird thing about weather is we can't change it. No matter what we do, the weather is here. I often joke that as Calgarians, we joke about the weather, or we complain about the weather for a couple of days, especially when it's cold, and then we just live with it. Well, I've been outside reading for the last hour and a bit because I can. And, I noticed that it was getting cooler and the wind was coming in, and then it got darker. And then I felt something on my foot, my bare foot, and it was just a little spit of rain. And it happened a couple more times. Felt it on my hand. I saw a drop on my book, and I heard a mom from 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 houses down yell, "Come on in, it's raining!" And just the overall joy I felt, combining all of that together. It's raining. Now, water is one of those things that we need for life. It's one of those things that, really occupies a place that nothing else can. It was one of those things that in the first couple days, when God created the heavens and the earth, day and night, He also separated the sky and the waters below. Waters above, waters below. But waters, we can only go so long without water. I think I remember hearing somebody say 3 days. Go a whole lot longer without food than we can without water. And then I really thought for a moment of a time back in my youth, at a Christian retreat, and it was tough. It was the people upstairs that we were praying for were experiencing like really hard things, things that they were experiencing, physical manifestations of things that really shouldn't be, and it was hard and it was oppressive. And as we were downstairs, doing our best to pray for them, to defend them from whatever might come, to establish some sort of perimeter. One of the clergy came downstairs and sprinkled us with blessed water, with holy water. And the feeling was jubilation. And I remember it as the words I heard today. It's raining. Then my thoughts went to the hundreds of wildfires burning in BC, and just what would it mean for them to be able to confidently say the words when it was coming down hard enough that it would hit the ground. It's raining. What would it mean? That water that we complain about sometimes because there's not enough of it, or there's too much of it on our beach, or maybe it is the weather has capsized a ship. But to realize that it is giving us life, and to be able to say, it's raining, and to really, not just to understand what it is, but to more understand the jubilation that it brings. We remember in one of the in the Anglican baptism service, out of the Red Sea you called your people. Your son was baptized by John in the River Jordan, and we ask you to bless this water. And really, in the same sense, coming up from the waters of baptism is, that whole exclamation, it is raining. It's raining. Praise be to God. Feel the joy, feel the laughter surge up within you. And we maybe don't get a good enough sense of that, except in times where it's been too hot for too long, or where it's been too dry for too long, or where suddenly our thirst has been quenched. And we smell the smell of rain the smell of the moisture, and we can look up and say, thank you, Lord.